Take me to the water to be baptized, the story of Jethro. Once upon a time, in the quirky little town of Whimsyville, there lived a man named Jethro. Now, Jethro was a peculiar fellow with a knack for finding himself in the most comical and absurd situations. It seemed as though laughter followed him wherever he went. Every morning, as Jethro awakened from his slumber, he would rub his eyes and mutter to himself, "I saw the righteous forsaken." He had a habit of saying peculiar phrases. And this one always left his neighbors scratching their heads in confusion. Jethro was a firm believer in starting his day off right, so he had a unique morning routine. He would venture outside, gaze up at the rising sun, and proclaim, "Take me to the water to be baptized." The neighbors would peek through their curtains, bewildered by Jethro's antics, but they couldn't help but smile at his infectious enthusiasm. One day, as Jethro strolled through the town square, he noticed a bakery tucked away in a corner. The delicious aroma of freshly baked bread wafted through the air, enticing him. Unable to resist the temptation, Jethro stepped inside. The baker, a rotund man with flour-covered hands, greeted Jethro warmly. "Welcome, welcome. What can I get for you today?" Jethro scanned the shelves filled with mouth-watering treats and pointed at a simple loaf of bread. "I'll take that piece of bread, please." "It's not a stone, is it?" The baker chuckled, amused by Jethro's peculiar request. "No, my friend, it's definitely bread. Not a stone in disguise. I assure you." Jethro grinned and paid for the bread. He walked out of the bakery, feeling a little mischievous. With a twinkle in his eye, he held up the bread triumphantly, exclaiming, "I am not ashamed to stand alone." Passers-by stopped in their tracks, exchanging bewildered glances. Jethro was known for his eccentricities, and this particular display only added to his reputation. Some chuckled, others rolled their eyes, but no one could deny that Jethro had a unique way of brightening their day. Jethro believed that only the righteous could see God. And he took this saying quite literally. Whenever he came across someone acting self-righteous or pompous, he would gently tap them on the shoulder with a small rod and say, "He rules us with his mighty rod, you know." It was his way of reminding them to be humble and kind. One sunny afternoon, Jethro decided to organize a picnic by the lake. He invited all his friends and neighbors to join him in a day of laughter and merriment. The townsfolk couldn't resist the allure of Jethro's infectious joy, so they eagerly accepted his invitation. As the group gathered by the shimmering waters, Jethro stood on a makeshift podium made of overturned picnic baskets. He held up a slice of bread, smirking mischievously. "Taste and see that the Lord is good. Let it be not misunderstood." Curiosity piqued. Everyone exchanged glances and shrugged. They each took a bite of the bread, unsure of what to expect. To their surprise, it was the most delicious bread they had ever tasted. They couldn't help but laugh and cheer, praising Jethro's peculiar wisdom. Jethro, the jester with a heart of gold, took a deep breath and addressed the crowd. "My friends, the things that count are faith at best, a solemn heart, and nothing less. You see, nobody knows the trouble I've seen, to be ever so blessed with a perpetual green. I often stumble but sometimes I fall, knowing in the end I gave my all. To see the sun as it began to rise, take me to the water to be baptized."